A very, very good and close friend of Mike's was Steve Faulkner, who was very active when he lived in Haringey and Islington, and very active on trade union issues, and now very active in South Africa on trade union issues. He wants to sing for us now, so Steve, if you could make your way over, please, and give us a tune. Thank you. Welcome, Steve.
Amandla! Amandla! Viva the spirit of Mike Marqusee! Viva! Oh, pathetic, you lot. Viva the spirit of Mike Marqusee! Viva! Long live the spirit of fighting for socialism! Long live! Right, thanks a lot. Actually, Tony stole some of my thunder. I used to, whenever Mike and me got together, he would insist I played guitar. I'm a three-chord wonder. I have been for the last 50 years. And Tony was absolutely right. And I don't know how many people here actually heard Mike sing. It was awful. But I tell you what, you could say to Mike, how did that 15th verse go of that Dylan bootleg track that was released in, 1992 or something, and he would give you the full lyrics, word perfect. Anyway, I don't know if you're going to hear this or not. Can you hear at all at the back? Can you hear the guitar? Oh, it's amazing. Or scary. Anyway, this was a song that was finished at about 12:15 today, and it's a bit about it's about a few chapters in Mike's life. And I stole the chords from Bob Dylan because he stole them from every bugger else. This is a story about a friend of ours, and as Sonny Terry and Brownie McGee said, he may be gone but not forgotten. This here's a few chapters from the life of one Mike Marqusee. Before we go there, let's... where the hell is that name from? No wonder all the Marquusees are good communicators. Before they could even walk, they could talk and spell out their name to puzzled strangers. Went something like this: M-A-R-Q-U, and this was the real killer blow. S-double-E, give me a break. Mike was brought up in a place called Scarsdale. He described it as being somewhere between Peyton Place and Purgatory. Being the eldest child in a young family of 5, and burdened, as we all were, as being the firstborn, with having to set a good example to those siblings who followed. Hey, and follow they did. Oy vey. 5 kids in 8 years. And his mum was only 30 when she finished. Let's give a round of applause for her mum. Well, he did the best he could to prepare his siblings for the mean old world. At the age of 15, they could all talk about French avant-garde cinema, roll a joint, hum along to some obscure track by Grateful Dead, and they all knew exactly who Ho Chi Minh was and where he was from. Forgive me for saying this, not many Americans did. Wasn't long before the young Marqusee got himself into trouble at Scarsdale Junior High. The high was appropriate. Elected vice president of his class, he immediately defended the long hairs and the budding yippies. Wrote to the US president on June 30th, 1966, on the Vietnam War, and I quote, "Your administration seems to be proud of the fact that there are more communists dead than Americans. May I remind you, Mr. President, that the communists are human beings too." Round of applause for writing to the president. His mama and papa said, "This boy's in trouble. He ain't never gonna be no millionaire." His mama and his papa wondered if they'd created some sort of anarchistic Frankenstein. What the hell are we gonna do with this shocking boy? Let's pack him off to the UK to calm him down. Pick up some fine, refined English manners. After all, there's no Marxism in Blighty, no Malcolm X, no SDS, no Dr. Timothy Leary. Then he checked himself into Sussex University to read and read and read and read and read and read some more. By all accounts, had himself a good time beside the sea. Made some good friends, fell in and out of love like we all do, and got the traveling bug. Took off with his brother to South Asia, I suppose. You could say he was like a rolling stone. Soaked up the politics and the culture and the art. Got addicted to the understanding of the ways of ordinary people. Back in the UK, couldn't stop himself from getting involved in politics. Forgive me, Jeremy. He even found politics in the Labour Party. Soon found himself amongst the left, the marginalized and the poor. And as he told his siblings, who could really ask for more? Well, then there was Hornsey Vale and Haringey, Bernie Grant, Martha Osmore, Stevie King and Tony Benn too. There were cuts campaigns and Labour briefing, and then to make matters worse, bloody awful Neil Kinnock and